Well, hey, Conway Junior High. It is Miss White coming to you live from the White House, and I am starting these instructional videos for how you access Schoology to do your work. So this is the week of August 24th through 28th because there are some things in Schoology that we're going to start doing now that we've gotten past Monday and Tuesday, the first kind of introductory days for the on-site students. So first things first, I have sent you a message in Schoology about virtual Zoom for all virtual students. Virtual students only. Just because you love me does not mean that you need to pop onto the Zoom if you're not a virtual student. You can say hi in class. So virtual students, tomorrow night, Wednesday, from 7 to 8 p.m. If you can make it, I'll be there to talk you through any of the assignment questions that you have, kind of help you navigate Schoology, and maybe any tech issues that you're having. So tomorrow night, 7 to 8 p.m., you got to get into Schoology to see, to see the announcement and the link to the invitation. I'm trying to keep those things kind of secret because there are lots of crazy people out there and I don't want them busting into our Zoom meeting. So follow the instructions on the message I sent you in Schoology, and that's that. All right, let's get started. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to check your .info account. I've sent you an email about an application that you need to link into your Chrome apps if you haven't done that already. So I'm going to start sharing my screen so I can show you what that looks like. So give it a second. There it is. Awesome. Let me go ahead and expand this out so you can see everything. Scoot this over. Okay. You just got this email from me. It's for Kami. Kami is a Chrome extension that allows us to manipulate worksheets. So a PDF that I've scanned, you can either use your mouse to draw your answer on it like you would write. I'm not very good at that, but maybe you're awesome. You have beautiful penmanship. I don't know. Or like most people, you can insert a text box and then you can type your answer. So check your .info accounts. That what you're seeing is exactly what I've sent you. You can use this link to install it, and then you'll need my teacher code so that they know that you're affiliated with my classes. If you're struggling, before you ask me questions, I'm going to ask you to either read the instructions or watch the demo video to figure it out. Okay, so that's that. Go to your .info, make sure you've got Kami installed so that you can do those worksheets. All right, let's get into Schoology. There's Clever. I know you all have seen that 1,000 times. And then here is Schoology. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and open up one of our classes, and we're going to talk through the assignments for this week. Now, before I do that, we're going to have a little heart-to-heart, okay? I made my classes today say this with me, and so I'm going to repeat it with you. I had them hold up their hand and repeat after me, and I basically said, I promise that I'm not going to freak out because we're all learning this together. You're going to see things in Schoology. Look at this. All of these might make you freak out because you're like, Miss White, I don't know how to learn the chat. I don't know how to do this rhythm review. I don't know how to do this letter name review. And I sure as heck don't know how to do this yellow belt pass off. And they're all due by next Monday. No, they're not. Please don't freak out. I am not holding any of you to due dates this week or next week. I am just trying to get you into Schoology because we are using it in an extremely unique way. Your math, science, social studies, and English classes are basically using it the same way. There may be different aspects of it because those are different subjects, but we just have to do it differently because music is not just a paper thing, it's a performance thing. And so you have to be able to show me things physically. And so we're gonna realize that, and we're not gonna freak out because I am not gonna hold you to this impossible deadline that makes you, want to drop out of school and do something else for the rest of your life. So first off, take a calm, deep breath and realize that I'm giving you a ton of grace this week and next week. All right. Now that we've said that, let's get into the week. Let's get into the week. Oh, Schoology, of course. You died on me. There we go. So we have all been living in this Monday and Tuesday. We've looked at the weekly agenda, okay? This is basically what happens in choir. This is basically what happens when we try to do choir during a pandemic. So please make sure you've read that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to open this up really quickly and talk to parents really quickly. Parents, if you have not talked or looked at this yet, you need to. There is a certain mask that we can wear, this one with the green check mark, and lots of masks we cannot wear. And that is a directive from the state based on some scientific studies with singing and playing band instruments and how our breath is pushed out at a much higher rate. So please look over these choir guidelines for COVID and make sure that your kids got the right kind of mask. Even if the only time they wear the right kind of mask is in choir and they wear these other kinds of masks for the other classes, they will be fine. But just choir or band or whatever musical group you're in, we require a different kind of mask. All right, let's go back. So once you've read over these first two things, parents, I need you to fill this out. It gives me some good information on you in case I need to get a hold of you in an emergency. It also lets you see ways that you can help us out this year by volunteering. Students, I need you to fill this out. Okay, this helps me know a little bit more about you and some specific things that I'm asking in there. So that's it. Tomorrow, this is where we start doing things. The first thing that we are going to do is we're going to kind of learn about each other. So I'm going to click on this. This is basically a slideshow that I want you to create. This is mine that I've done, and we'll walk through it tomorrow in class. You can look through it on your own if you want. And then I've given you a copy for you to complete. If you click this link, it'll open up in your Google Drive, and you will just create your own slideshow to let me know a little bit more about you. Okay, pretty simple. You could probably do that in a class setting, and that's what we're going to try and do tomorrow and Thursday once we all have our Chromebooks. Okay, so I'm going to head back to the week. Thursday, there are 4 things that we're going to try and squeeze in between Thursday and Friday. All right. Learn the chat feature is just a way for us to interact live with virtual and in-person students. So you're just going to answer 4 questions. Why did you join choir? How many years have you taken choir? Do you have any other musical talents? Can you, fart the alphabet or burp the national anthem? I don't know. There's a lot of things that I've seen over the years, parents. Sorry if that was too much for you. What's your favorite choir memory from last year? Some of you I didn't have last year, but maybe you had a really great experience, and I'd love to know about that. And then finally, add a meme that shows us your current mood. There's 2 ways that you can do that. You can insert content right here, and you can add a link to something that you found on the internet, or you can add a link here, or you can add a file that you've downloaded to your computer. So a couple of ways you can upload that meme for me. All right, that is the first thing that we will do on Thursday. The other 3 things involve Kami. Well, these two things involve Kami because these are worksheets. So I'm going to really encourage you virtual kids to get that extension installed, and you in-person kids will actually work through it tomorrow in class. Once we all get our Chromebooks, we may work through it on Thursday in class, okay? But it's pretty simple. And then this last one is a letter name review, and I do want to click on this so you can see what I'm talking about, okay? If you remember, every good boy does fine. If it's in the space, it spells space. Great big dragons fly around, or my personal favorite, good burritos don't fall apart. And then in the spaces for the bass clef, all cows eat grass. You should remember this if you had a music teacher worth their salt, and you've got awesome music teachers, so that I know they were awesome. So I've given you a cheat sheet. You can see it right here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go to this website, and you're going to do a couple of things. To receive credit, you're going to complete 10 exercises for the treble clef, naming letters, and then submit your progress report. And then you're going to complete 10 exercises for the bass clef and submit your progress report. Or you can put bass clef and treble clef together And you only have to do, you do 25 exercises and then submit your progress report. Miss White, I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, let's look at what I'm talking about, okay? So keep this handy because you're gonna wanna go back and look at this, but I'm gonna click on this link right here. And it's gonna take me to this super cool interactive website where students can name the letters. Now, let's go back before you get started. Click the link below. We've done that. Use the wheel icon in the top right to set the following parameters. So the first one, we need to decide if we're going to do the treble clef, the bass clef, or both. So let's go back. Here's the wheel. I'm going to click it, and then I'm going to click clefs. And you see how you can choose treble, bass, or both. All right, I'm going to choose both because I'm awesome. Actually, I'm going to choose treble clef because I still am awesome, but I also want to help you out. Okay, let's go back to the parameters. Number 2, the range must be a minimum of the bottom line to the top line. So it at least has to be here, bottom line to the top line. If you are feeling extra salty and extra, you can, you ledger line all the way up, okay? You figure it out. But for the most of us, since we have been out of school for 5 months, this is perfect, okay? All right, let's go back, make sure we know everything else. Position, we need to make sure it says lines and spaces. So let's go back, position, lines and spaces, perfect. Number 4, key signature, we just need to make sure that it's on the top one. So key signatures, and it's on the top one, perfect. And then we want to make sure that we are doing letters. It would be weird to do anything else. So note names are letters, awesome. Sweet. So now we are good to go. I think I am going to reset the score just to make sure that I'm starting over, okay? So here's your score. 0 out of 0 because we haven't started, and 0%. So now, I don't know why accidentals are on there. I'm gonna take those off. If y'all see accidentals, there it is. Turn that off. That's just confusing, okay? All right. So if we are uncertain about this, remember, I've given you a cheat sheet just to kind of help you out. So what you do is you go over here and you say it's on the first line. I don't remember what that is, but it's on the first line. So then you go back over here and you look for the note that's on the first line, and it's an E. Now, if you're super smart, you remember every good boy does fine. So that bottom line is an E. All right, so once you figure out how to do this, it's pretty simple. Don't just flip back and forth. Remember your lines. Every good boy does fine. And if it's in the space, it spells face. F-A-C-E. So I'm going to do a couple of these so you can see how this works. So this first one is E, every. Oh, makes a sound. F-A-C-E. That is also an E. Every good boy. Now, look at my progress report. So far, I've made 100% because I'm awesome. And then I've gotten 3, okay? I don't care if you do 10 and you miss every single one of them. I hope you don't. I hope you get some of them correct. But if you do, once you get to 10, you will go over here and you will show your progress report. Sign it, Kayla White, sign report, and now you have a link. I would do the link. Now you have a link that you can enter in as your submission. So we're going to copy that link. We're going to go back over here, and you're going to, I think, yeah, you're going to put it right there, okay? I think. I'm learning this like you are. So I think that's where you put it, but if not, we'll figure it out together, all right? That one is simple. That's a pretty easy one, so you could actually go practice that right now. All right, let's go back to the rest of the week and see what's happening. So that's the end of Thursday. You've got 2 worksheets, a chat, and a letter name review. You can do that tonight if you wanted to. And then Friday, these are 2 like guides. They're Google Slides with me doing some voiceover so I can kind of talk you through some things. You can watch those now. You can watch them with me in class. It's totally up to you. And then a yellow belt pass off. I'm going to click on this so you can see what's happening. All right. Demonstrate a major scale, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, using proper hand signs and proper posture. So this is not a time for you to be slumpy in your slumpiness, okay? I'm gonna hit preview so you can see what it actually looks like instead of the teacher version. This is a preview, yes, I know. Okay, so this is it. Now my Mac hates Schoology, so I can't do everything for you, but if you go over here, you can push play and you can hear me talk you through this assignment. It's pretty simple, okay? I tell you things, and then I even give you your starting note. I give you do, and then you just sing a scale. And then when you're, well, that's you listening to me. When you're ready to go, you hit record and this camera immediately turns on in here. Okay, it's perfect. So you sing the scale, you do proper hand signs, and you do a proper posture, and you record yourself. And then you hit stop record. And then you press play so that you can see, was that great or was that bananas and I need to do it again? If you need to do it again, you can do it again. Just hit record again and do another one, okay? It only submits the one that you eventually turn in. So when you're finished with that, turn it in, and that's all. I told you not to freak out about this. We're starting slow because we know we're all learning this platform together. So don't freak out. Take your time. Join me on Zoom. Ask me questions, okay? Easy cheesy. And don't freak out. I know I've already said that, but again, I feel like I'm going to say that a lot this year. Don't freak out. We're all learning it together. There's no shame in not knowing how to do something. So just ask questions. That's what I'm doing. I'm asking questions all the time. All right. I'm going to stop sharing. Oh, good Lord, my face is huge. All right. Hey, we're going to make it. This is a tough year, but we're going to figure it out together. And yeah, we're going to figure it out together. So please don't freak out. Last thing, if you would like to audition for All Region, I am going to make, probably by this weekend, a helpful how-to video on that because we are doing online submissions only this year. We're not going to have 1,000 kids in a gym waiting around to audition. That's craziness. So if you want to audition for All Region, it'll be an online submission, and I will try to get that information uploaded by this weekend so that you can start practicing, okay? I am proud of you guys. I like you a lot. I hope this helped you out. I'll post this everywhere so you can see it. All right, bye.